I respect him. I'm definitely training hard for him, but I'm going to come out and I'm going to dominate and I'm going to get a finish.
He comments all the time about how he's fought heavy hitters and this and that and thinks people hit harder than me. Well, we're going to find out come fight night how good of a punch he can take.
A strong gust of wind could have came and knocked over Eric Prindle.
How you going to take that, Joey? Tell me, are you?
Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship heavyweight champ of the world basically means, for lack of better terms, man, I'm the toughest son of a bitch on the planet. You know, that's an open invitation to anybody in any discipline, whether it be boxing, Muay Thai, MMA. You want to come into my house, into my squared circle and toe the line with my rule set, you know, I'll take that fight 8 days a week. I mean, my thoughts as far as Sam Shewmaker as a fighter, I mean, I respect anybody who has the guts, just, you know, to toe the line. That being said, I don't really see too much. He doesn't do anything special. He hasn't done anything special. I mean, that one punch knockout that he's, you know, the highlight reel, I mean, for crying out loud, it was basically against a guy that was on his way out of the sport anyways. He just needed to be shown the door. You know, after that, I mean, he really hasn't shown too much as far as an involvement as a fighter. The Bobo Abandon fight, everyone wants to start praising him. I mean, let's keep it real. Let's call a spade a spade. He knocked out a guy that was on the toe the line promotion. So, that being said, I respect him. I'm definitely training hard for him, but I'm going to come out and I'm going to dominate and I'm going to get a finish.
You know, we like to take it back old school style. Rocky Marciano used to be one that liked to throw rocks and break rocks. And then, of course, you got like George Foreman and other heavyweight, you know, Sonny Liston, they'd split wood. You know, that's some of the old school stuff that we really like to do, running boots and just, you know, just the old throwback stuff that we know that the old champions had, the tough guys, the ones where the fighters were, you know, the golden era of boxing. So that's what we try to do.
Some important tools here. We got the axe. We got the hammer. Yeah, dude. And then you got to have the fishing gear too. You got to.
Training's been going really well. You know, we've really been hitting it hard. You know, this is the biggest opportunity we've ever had. So we've really been putting everything into it, you know, and this is our chance to be a world champion. So it's been going real good. I feel like I've matured as a fighter. You know, I've had more professional fights, better training, just more vision and knowledge that I've learned along the way from other fighters, trainers, you know, and just life in general. So I feel like I'm the best Sam Shewmaker that's been out here, and you know, we got something to prove. So we're coming in hungry, and we want that title. If I was Joey, I'd be very concerned about the power. You know, he comments all the time about how he's fought heavy hitters and this and that and thinks people hit harder than me. Well, we're going to find out come fight night how good of a punch he can take. I've heard him comment on a few interviews as far as, you know, I don't believe in video games or fairy tales and things like that. So, you know, and I'm from the show me state, so that's fine. I'm going to show him what it's like to get hit by Sam Shewmaker.
How you going to take that, Joey? Tell me, are you?
I don't think so.
So what happened is after the fight, my coach Jason and I, we kind of parted ways for like 6 weeks or so, and then we reconnected in like the middle of November. And I had been watching on his social media that he had come out to Miami, and he helped one of his old friends named Mateo open up this gym, Rockstar Studios. And so then me and Jason were talking, and at that point in time I was going through some rough times in my personal life and things weren't going so good. I was making some very poor decisions, and I was like, man, I need to make a change. I need to get out of here.
since he's been in Miami, Joey's really stepped up his game. I mean, not just, of course, you look at him, you see his body, you're like, whoa, what's he did? Is he on a diet? What's he doing? And basically he's putting in that hard work every day, grinding it out. And not just on his body, but on his mind. It's like he's listening, he's learning. He's learning that ring, learning how to fight inside, outside, better than he ever has before. Ever since we've been doing this stuff, it's like his confidence is building. It's like his mind, his body, his soul, everything's going up. Inside the gym and outside the gym. Plus, outside the gym, we're going to church. We're going to church. You see him in church, he lifting his hands up. I see him, tears come down from his eyes in church. He's loving the spirit of God's in his body, his mind, body, and soul. And so he takes that with him wherever he goes.
Jason presented the opportunity to come out and train for like 5 weeks or so. That's the original plan, was to come out for 5 weeks. I came out here and just absolutely fell in love with this place. Fell in love with the culture, fell in love with the vibe here at the gym, the people, and just the training, man. This training is second to none out here. And yeah, man. Now I have an apartment that's literally right across the street from the gym. Things are going good. Back in March, my fighter, David Diaz, made his debut, successful. And also at that event, linked up with Britain Hart, you know, and I just basically sold her on the idea of Miami. I was like, hey, I bought her a one-way ticket to Miami. I said, your ass is coming with me. And that's kind of how that went. We're both training our asses off, loving it out here. And life is good, man. Life is really good. And then when he went out and he knocked out Eric Prindle, I mean, bless Eric, bless his heart. I love Eric Prindle. He's a cool dude, but man, he shouldn't be fighting anymore. He shouldn't have been fighting back then. A strong gust of wind could have came and knocked over Eric Prindle. So when Sam Shewmaker got that one-punch knockout, I was like, anybody could have done that at that moment in time. But whatever. So I didn't really put too much weight on his devastating knockout power. I damn sure don't care that he has the record of that little video game power sensor or whatever they take to the tryouts. I'm not stupid. He's gotten better. He's gotten better as the years have gone by, as we all have. I'm expecting a good fight, but damn sure one that I'm gonna win. I don't think it's something out of the ordinary. He doesn't have something that I haven't seen. If I don't make a monster out of these guys, I spent too many years in my MMA career like getting freaked out with all the what ifs and what if he does this, or if I do that, I like the old saying, if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. So I don't worry about the ifs.
I feel like I was born to be a father, a husband. I think God intended me to raise my children the right way and to bring up good people in this world. So I tried to live my life for them and just do everything I can to better their life. I feel like we're going to set Joey up and we're going to knock him out. I feel like he's going to come in and he's going to press forward and we're going to plant our feet and we're going to throw some bombs and we're going to see where it all lands and see what happens. I think Joey's a tough guy, but I don't think he's been hit by somebody who's had power like me, or if he has, when he does get hit, he goes down. There ain't a man standing in this world that's going to take that many shots, hard shots, in the head and not go down. It's such an honor to be part of such an organization that's growing so fast and is so great as BKFC. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship brought me on for the first show. I came out, I knocked out one of the biggest guys, the most decorated fighters that they had on the show, Eric Prindle. Great guy, great competitor. Out, and I went out there and showed that I belonged. And so, I've still been competing. I've been on 6 of their shows. And I feel like this is my time. I'm going to come out here and I'm going to become the bare knuckle heavyweight champion of the world.